I would really want to see the exact hue of what our community would look like without after-school programming. I think that without after-school programming, we would have a lot of children who didn't have anything to do. They wouldn't have afforded opportunities to get nutritional value, have safety, mentoring, and also tutoring that's needed, and just the opportunity to have social and emotional learning in a setting that's safe.
I think the alternative without these programs is the peer pressure to participate in the wrong things, because there's so much out here that the students can get into that's the wrong thing, and we just want to experience life. And if there's not these positive outlets, then it's so easy to say yes to the wrong thing instead of saying no.
I am a single mom, and I was a teenage mom, and so statistics say that my son is at a high risk of having risky behaviors anyway. And so I really feel that this program has helped eliminate those risks for him altogether.
Some of these kids come here to the program hungry, and just, I take it for granted just offering them a snack. We call it snack, but it's really a lunch. I mean, today we had rice and a little slice of meat and fruit and veggies, and I mean, some kids ask for seconds, and it's just when did you eat? And they were like, I had a little bit of school, but I didn't have dinner last night. It's just that might be the last meal they get for the whole day.
We teach them within the settings that they live or their neighborhoods, what type of stores they have, how to make nutritional food choices, and how to make nutritional choices at home with the foods that they have.
Sometimes I get off work late and I know that they're at school, and after-school program is a lot of help for me, knowing that they are here in a safe place.
He goes for a couple of reasons. The first being I'm a single parent and I have to work till 5, so having somebody to keep him until I can get here after school is really a bonus. I also just like the activities he gets to participate in.
Made for 5 kids, to bring 5 kids home, and every kid has different homework. It takes hours, and it takes away from our family time. So by the time I pick the kids up and get home and we would sit down and do homework and have dinner, it was already time to shower and bed. But now we have that option where we get to have fun because they've already gotten their homework done when they get home.
We pick them up from their school with our vans. We got 3 vans, and that's been pretty helpful to a lot of the families, just being able to go get them. Some kids, their parents don't have cars. I don't know how they get back home. I don't know how a lot of work schedules would have to be adjusted around school. Babysitters would have to be hired to just take the time up, because a lot of these parents are still working when the kids get out of school.
I've gone back to work and I have that work time, and now I don't have to worry about trying to get home before school gets out. So for us, it's opened a whole new world because now I'm working and now we can do more things.
I'm in 6th grade. We have more responsibilities than we did last year. And during school, we don't really have that time to get our homework done. So they give us that chance to have our homework done. And so I've always got it done.
Our youth really gained some social skills. That was something we really noticed at the beginning of our school year, especially this year, that a lot of our youth need some coaching with their interactions, and so we've really focused on providing that. We've also focused on helping to bring them together as a community. I've seen that, and I'm even seeing as youth are making decisions.
I think they're learning how to interact a little bit better, and some kids, have a little bit of trouble meeting friends and getting themselves out there, but I feel like here the environment helps them, kind of eases them into that kind of thing. So.
But I know for a fact that if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have a purpose, but they're my life sisters.
We had a kid that was here that was really, really struggling behavior-wise. That when I deal with people, when I talk, having meltdowns almost every day. And it's just, his autism is at a very high level. And just by him getting the nurturing and support here, he's able to, now he comes in and he's able to talk, verbally express to us what he needs. He's really done made friends. And the best thing that happened that day, because he came in, he was like,
he wants to be my friend and I am so happy. He have never spoke like that before. And just for us making that connection with friends, and he just came in, that was the best part of his day. He had a friend.
A lot of our kids are really coming in with some really limited experiences, which then translates into limited vocabularies, limited background knowledge, and just some of the programs that you bring into the kids, I think provides them with some background that they might not otherwise get to experience.
We have people come in from the community and tell us about their jobs and show us some things that they do.
I think a really important thing about this program specifically is being with all these college students, and most of the workers are college students. The kids see people in college. They see it's a goal they can do.
I think the most vital thing I learned was networking skills, because at school I'm just around the same type of people that's my age and teachers, but working for the city, I was able to encounter older people and learn how to network and have conversations about different things and really develop myself as a speaker, basically.
After starting Mandrive, everybody in school were saying, "Oh, you're a Mandrive," and everybody thinking that, "Oh, this guy is smart," when I wasn't at that time. And then I said to myself, "Oh, look, all the people is looking at me like I'm smart and smart." And I said, I want to be smart. I want to be the person who everybody see like a leader.
And I see it from the mentors too, they just give positive feedback all the time. And when I'm drilling something or when I'm afraid to use a power tool, they always just push me, and sometimes I get a little bit irritated, but they're doing it because they know I have potential, and they know that I'm just scared of taking that leap.
We have a wait list because most of our sites here in St. Louis are only licensed for a certain number of kids. My facility is only licensed for 60. I have over 350 students that attend this school. I can only keep 60 after school every day. So if we had more funding, we would be able to hire more staff.
First off, to find a place that you feel that your kids are safe and happy is hard in itself. But then those fees are quite high, and to have 5 kids, we've never had that opportunity before until we came to ABC.
I think it's important for mayors and community leaders to invest in these kind of programs, because we have to invest in our youth so that they can become the future leaders that we want to see. And without these programs, I probably wouldn't be who I am today, or had as much of the opportunities or experience that I've had to shape who I am or shape the career paths or the educational paths that I've chosen.
I feel that in order to have success in the students, in their abilities, and as they move forward in their school career and in their life, that by investing the time and energy and the money in the after-school program, it's one of the best things that we as a community can do.
Giving these kids a little hope is what a lot of after-school programs do. That without these programs, I feel like there'd be a huge gap that already exists that would just be getting bigger between lower income and middle class and upper class. I think that I feel like after-school programs help with that gap.